Hi, I am super happy to see you here this week. If you don't know me and are just tuning in for the first time, my name is Christy Lawrence of Time to Profit. I help business owners and salespeople grow their client base and increase their profits by helping them to create impactful and rewarding sales strategies that are enjoyable and rewarding for both them and for their prospects. So today we are talking about 3 ways that you can grow your business if you have a referral-based business. The reason that I want to talk about this is something I hear all the time. I will be talking to people about sales strategies and how to grow their clients, and oftentimes people will say to me, I have a referral-based business. All of my clients come from referrals. Or I'll ask the question, how are you generating revenue? What's your growth strategy for 2020? And they'll say, I'm a referral-based business. I'm going to really take care of my referral sources. So if this is you, if you are in this boat, if you primarily generate clients from referrals, I want to say this is fantastic. Referrals are such a great way to connect with people that you can serve. And oftentimes when you are in a referral-based business, you are working with other like-minded businesses, people who can sell for you. Generating referrals is such an incredible way to build a business. But here's what I want you to hear from me. Sometimes when people say that they have a referral-based business, it's often an excuse to stay in their comfort zone. And so before we dive into how to increase your referrals in 2020, I want you to really be honest with yourself. And I want you to ask yourself, if you are saying, I have a referral-based strategy, my marketing is 100% referral-based, I get all of my clients from referrals, ask yourself, is this true? Or is it an excuse not to do things that might be uncomfortable? It's okay either way, but this is a moment where you can gut check with yourself. And here is really what I want you to think about. If you are not consistently hitting your revenue goals with just referrals, you're not a fully referral-based business. If you are not at capacity, if you are not at the point where you are tapped out and consistently serving your maximum number of clients, you have opportunities in your business to grow. And sometimes that growth is going to come from things other than referrals. So yes, we want to grow your referrals. Yes, that's an important part of the business strategy, and we're going to talk about that. But if there are gaps in your schedule, or there are gaps between what your revenue goal is and what you're hitting in terms of profitability, there are other ways that you should be looking at growing your business besides just referrals. So I want you to just have that moment, have that gut check with yourself, and ask yourself, are you at a plateau in your business where you're not growing? And if so, should you be thinking about things beyond referrals in 2020? And if that's yes, I want you to listen to this video because we're going to talk about how to grow from referrals. But I also want you to go to mytimetoprofit.com. And on the homepage, there are some sales planning tools and checklists, and also document a guide, 5 questions to help you multiply your sales. Download those and really start thinking about how you can embrace sales to help you grow your business in 2020. Again, that's mytimetoprofit.com. But here's what I want to talk about today. Whether you're a fully referral-based business or whether referrals are a part of your growth strategy for 2020, how can you be more intentional about generating the referrals that you want in your business? So the first thing is ask directly. So if you want to grow your referrals, I want you to first go and write down who are your favorite customers, who are your cheerleaders, who are the people that love your business, that love you, that have had good experiences. Write a list of 10 to 20 people that could be referral sources for you. Maybe they're already generating referrals. Maybe they're people that could generate referrals, and just put it on a piece of paper somewhere. So you have this list of 10 to 20 people that you are going to generate referrals from in 2020. Once you have that list, I want you to think about how you can be specific in asking for referrals. And in order to be specific, it's really, really important that you can clearly articulate what a good referral looks like and how they can make one effectively. So this is super important. A lot of times when we're in a referral-based business, we might say, if you need someone who needs help with sales training, okay, well that is way too broad. It's not going to help me to help you. So instead, if I were to say something, do you know anybody who owns an independent insurance agency that has 5 to 10 producers that really wants to be proactive about developing their team and driving success in 2020? That is a much more specific ask than a small business. This is what I want you to do for your referral sources as well. So if you are in real estate, for example, it might sound something like, do you happen to know anybody who is looking to sell their starter home and upgrade to a larger home in 2020 and wants to be in XYZ school district? Okay, that's a very, very specific ask, right? And it helps people be successful other than just someone who's buying or selling a home. The more specific you can be, it's a little bit counterintuitive, right? We're narrowing the market of who our referrals are, but we're helping the brain and our referral sources really trigger who those people are that they can send to us. So I really want you to get specific on this. If you don't have a specific type of referral or a sense of what a good referral looks like, I want you to hit pause and write that down. What would be your ideal referral? What are some identifying characteristics that you can communicate to your referral sources? So I'm trying to think of another example of this. If you have a software for orthodontics, for example, you might say, do you know anyone who is looking to go out on their own? They're maybe an orthodontist right now in a practice with another provider or a group practice, but they want to start their own practice. If so, I'd love an introduction to talk to them about how we can help them get their practice set up effectively, right? So that's super, super specific and like, oh, I did hear somebody talking about that they want to start this practice. You're not going to necessarily, some people are not going to know somebody that fits into that, and that's okay. You've still helped them to identify somebody who's that bullseye target for you, that ideal client, and in doing that, they might start thinking, I don't know anyone who has an independent insurance agency, but I do know somebody who has a financial planning company who's hired some new advisors. They could really use some help and they're really proactive. Are those types of people you work with too? Yes, absolutely, right? So you're still helping them to get clear on what a good referral looks like. So be specific. That's the first thing. So the first thing actually is to write down your list of who your great referral sources are, the people that love your business. Get specific on what a good referral looks like. And then I want you to get specific on how they can send you that referral. What is the best way for them to do that? Is that for them to send someone to your website? Is that for them to send an email making an introduction? Is that for them to call them and to set up an in-person meeting with both of you? How do you want that referral to come in? What does that look like? And get very specific on that too. So if they identify who those people are, you can say, hey, the easiest way to make this referral is to send an email to them and CC me and just make the introduction and share a little bit about your experience and why the introduction is happening. So that way it's not just send me a referral, but then I have to think about, how do I do that? Should I just give them your card? Do you want them to go to your website, right? What does that look like? So get really clear on what you want that referral process to look like so that you can communicate it as well. So first, we've identified our list of our cheerleaders who can be great referral sources for us. We've written it down so we can take notes and nurture these people. Second thing we've done is been specific about what a good referral looks like for us. Third, we've identified how they can send that referral to us. And the fourth thing that we're going to do is we are going to ask for a referral directly. So instead of just hoping that people love you and send you a referral, now that you know specifically what a good referral looks like, when you happen to be out to coffee or you can send an email, hey, I've got some openings in my calendar for 2020. Do you happen to know anyone who XYZ, the specific type of referral you're looking at? And if they reply, oh, I do, then you can reply back, would you mind making that introduction via email, right? So you're going to be very specific in the ask for that referral. You want to set your referral sources up for success. When you tell them exactly who you're looking for and how to make that referral, it makes it easy for them to help you. And if they're a cheerleader, they do want to help you. They want to support you in your business, and you can help make that happen. So say, for example, let's go back to our real estate example. You have someone who you sold a house to that you've had a great relationship with, that you loved working with 2 years ago. You might follow up and say, hey, I want to check in. How are things at the house? Some things are happening in our market. There's some great opportunities. Do you happen to know anyone who's looking to upgrade from their initial starter home into a larger home? And then just let them say yes or no. Great. Would you mind sending me their contact information so I could reach out? I have some great potential listings that I want to share with them. Right? Be specific in how you set them up for your success. The next thing that's really important is I want you to update your referral sources on what happened with that referral. So once you've made that connection to the person that they've referred to you, make sure to keep your referral sources in the loop. Thank you so much for that referral. I had a great conversation with XYZ and we're going to meet next week. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for that referral. I met with this couple and they're amazing, and we're going to go out and look at homes together. I really appreciate your referral. It just lets them know, hey, I appreciate you and I valued and I followed up. Because the worst thing that can happen is if somebody makes a referral to you and they're not sure whether or not you actually followed up with that, they're not going to necessarily want to send more referrals your way. So when you can show them that you've done your due diligence, you've followed up, and you've made good use of that referral, they're going to be more inclined to send more referrals to you down the road. Here's why it's so important to be specific and intentional about this. So I'm going to use an example for me. I have spent most of my career in outside sales, but I am building some online communities and some online learning platforms. As part of that, I have been working on building out my email list. And it's funny because I do all of this marketing stuff around building my email list, but it never occurred to me to just ask people directly to sign up, and if they want to sign up, if they knew anyone else who would be interested. That small act of just specifically asking people if they would be interested in getting my newsletter and had a recommendation of someone else who might be interested in it quadrupled the size of my email list in a week. This is the power of being specific and intentional and direct with what you're asking for people. It makes it easy for people to support you and to send you those referrals. And that's what I really want you to be intentional about as you think about how to grow your business, including utilizing referrals very strategically in 2020. So I want to hear from you. How are you going to be intentional about growing your business through referrals in 2020? Share your comments in the Time to Profit Facebook group. If you're not a member, you can just Google or on the Facebook search button, look for Time to Profit, and you'll see the group there. We'll accept you into the group. You do have to send a request, but we'll get you in there. And then go to mytimetoprofit.com and download the free guide, 5 questions to multiply your sales. Again, that's mytimetoprofit.com. I will see you next week. And remember, believe in you and your business.